Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Welcome back to Where To Next, and welcome to
Combarro.
Yes, we're still in Galicia, in one of the most visited villages in Galicia, most famous villages, and apparently one of the most beautiful villages. We've just managed to get parked. We've had a bit of a mare going up the
I don't know how
mountain.
it's the most visited. Every road's closed, there's no parking, so we've got a little trek to get into the town, but we'll be alright.
Yeah, it was there was a big car park advertised here, but it's closed or it's full and there's no access or something like that today. But we have managed to get parked. So what's this village famous for? Well, it's famous for having these ancient raised granaries which sit right the way along the seafront, and it's supposed to be pretty spectacular to see, so let's go check those out. From here we can get a little sneak peek at the village area which we're heading to now. So this is one of the best preserved fishing villages in all of Galicia. Everything's made from local granite, and a lot of people say it looks like a film set, but it's still a real working village with people that they live, they fish, and they carry on traditions that have been passed down through generations. What a great view of the Pontevedra estuary from here as well. Look at that, wow. Little map here showing you the area, which also sits on the Portuguese Camino de Santiago. I've just actually seen some pilgrims continuing their route through this village. Little beach here. The tide's out at the minute, low tide right now. And it's not exactly beach weather today. Beautiful weather for walking. Just over there at the other end you can see the first two granaries, which is what this village is famous for. Let's go take a closer look. And here they are, Combarro's famous horreos. So these are traditional stone granaries which were built to store grain, maize and other crops, keeping them dry and, just as importantly, safe from rats and other animals. You see that they're raised up on stone pillars with flat circular stones underneath, and those discs act as natural barriers, stopping rodents from climbing up into the grain. Now, there are 60 of these horreos in Combarro and dozens of them lining the waterfront, which is why most people come here. It makes this one of the most iconic and photographed views in Galicia. They're not just pretty either, they're a clever piece of traditional engineering that stood the test of time. It's also well known for being a village of stone crosses. And there's an interesting tradition here with these crosses, in that the Virgin Mary faces the sea, protecting the fishermen, and Christ faces inland, watching over the village. Now, what's absolutely beautiful is just how traditional they've kept it, and how even the modern houses that they've added, they've kept in the same style. They've built it into the...
It just all blends in so nicely, doesn't it?
Yeah, they've built it all into the sort of granite landscape. It feels like you've stepped back in time about 200 years. And yeah, as Helen's just said, when it's high tide and the tide's in, the sea would be right the way up to the edge of these gardens, which have got these granaries on now. Most of them won't be used anymore. But yeah, I love that they've just kept them and embraced the history rather than, you know, knocking them all down and sort of modernising the village. is absolutely beautiful.
Very picturesque the views are, aren't they?
Beautiful. Right the way across the Pontevedra estuary. It's also got a massive fishing history here in Combarro. For centuries, fishing was the heart of life. Generations of local families made their living from the waters here at the Ría de Pontevedra, catching fish, octopus, shellfish and other seafood that are still famous across Galicia today. Great place to try some of the local seafood, I would imagine. And there's a few cafes here. We're a little bit early today, so we won't be eating, but I would imagine if you come here around lunchtime, these cafes here are going to be an incredible place to try out some local seafood. I've also just spotted a little souvenir shop there, so I think we might have to go and get ourselves a magnet, as that is our tradition, as some of you will already know. You can just see over there in the distance the main sort of fishing port. It's still very much a working fishing village, this is, even though tourism is now a big part of the local economy. It hasn't forgotten its roots, and this connection to the sea here is one of the things that gives it so much character.
I was gutted when I could be around for dinner to try that barbecue.
I know, I bet he would be putting sardines on there as well. Oh. There's another one of those crosses, look, with Jesus looking out over the village, and on the other side the Virgin Mary looking out, protecting the fishermen out to sea. It's beautiful, isn't it?
What a lovely village.
Absolutely, just really charming.
The streets that seem to wind round forever as well.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Really nice. I'm glad we were recommended to come and visit this place, and we've just got our friends some super weird jam from the shop as well. Padron pepper marmalade.
Sounds awful.
Absolutely minging.
And looks awful
absolutely
as well.
minging. Can't wait for them to try it. Interesting little bit of information here about this street here, which is called Blind Street, and the name of this street makes reference to the orientation of its houses. This is the only zone at Combarro's old quarter where they're not facing the sea, probably because the people living here were not fishermen but peasants. The width of these houses and doors allowed the entrance of cattle and carts, and seemed to confirm what the famous writer Otero Pedrero said about Combarro, where the farm cart rests beside the fishing boat. Yeah. So that's about it. We're back onto the main road now. What a fabulous little place though.
You could walk around for a lot longer.
You could, yeah, definitely. And stop for some food and embrace it a little bit more.
Lost.
We are just passing through today. We're heading to Santiago next. So I hope you'll enjoy following us on our journey through the northwest of Spain, through Galicia. And check out the next videos on where to next. See you all soon, guys.
Bye.